let's not be overly optimistic about what to expect on the economics. Iraq is not just a country that has been through a war and is in a civil war, but it's gone through a wrenching transition of going from a command economy. Let's remember what happened in command economies after they've gone through their transitions. They've usually gone through a period of 5 to 8 years of economic contraction to begin with, and put on top of that a civil war in the midst of it. And let's be realistic about what can actually be achieved there. We shouldn't be expecting a huge amount of progress on the economic side. And on the political side, I think one of the core questions that we need to ask is there even a political strategy? Because right now the political strategy, in my view, has essentially been telling the Iraqis who are in the middle of a war to fix themselves. And there is not an alternative to, in fact, actually try to broker agreement among them. If anything that we have learned from civil wars throughout the past 25 years of history is that those civil wars have needed some kind of brokered agreement. That agreement might be influenced, as Bruce said, of whether people are exhausted of fighting and they're really willing to come to a peace. It might be influenced on whether or not there's a significant military force on the ground. But eventually you have to bring it back to a negotiating table, and you have to have the ability to make trade-offs across issues. And the expectation that a political strategy Iraqis will sequentially pass legislation in a rational and orderly basis, case by case on each individual, is absolutely inconsistent with anything that we have seen in the history of conflict, and to expect that it could happen now is just simply a departure from any historical example that we've ever seen.